What is going on, Teach Better family? Oh, it's Tuesday, 9/21, September 21st, 2021, which means it's the day that we've been waiting for to celebrate. We're so excited about. It's why I broke this tie out of the package. I've never worn it before. For the man of the hour in the middle here, we are here to celebrate the release of Josh's book. Super excited for you, brother. We're going to dive into kind of where the book came from, the journey of writing a book, because we all know that can be crazy. Who the book's for. We've got some questions that we want to ask. We want to dive into your head and celebrate with you while also learning about the book and getting into it. We're going to raise a toast together too. So if you're watching us live, drop into the comments. Let us know a couple things. Where are you watching from? What are you toasting tonight? And then I would love to see the comments just flooded with green hearts for Josh as we celebrate. We'll be back in about 60 seconds. Don't go anywhere. All right, welcome back. I'm seeing comments coming already. I'm already seeing green hearts, Josh, and that is a good thing. So I'm super excited. Josh, I'm going to make you go last on this since we're here celebrating you. But I want to go around real quick just in case anybody isn't aware of who's on screen with us tonight. We'll do a quick little introduction. My name's Jeff Gargas with the Teach Better team. I get to be our COO, which I like, cool letters stuck together. And occasionally I get to join Josh on his Aspire podcast for a mailbag episode. So that's awesome. Let's go to Katie over on the other side.
Hi, guys. I'm Katie Miglin, and I am the online events coordinator for the Teach Better team.
I'm going to go right down there to Mr. Dr. Dave Schmittou.
Hello, everybody. Dave Schmittou here, Director of Leadership and Development with the team, and really probably the biggest fan of Joshua Stamper on the team. So super stoked to be here.
Okay.
No, I'm claiming it. I got dibs.
I'm going down here. Who's going to fight you for that? Because I'm pretty sure she started the fan club years ago. So, Ray.
I have been president of the fan club. Hi, everyone. My name is Ray Stewart. I am president of the Joshua _Stamper fan club and am a proud card-carrying member of my presidency. I'm also the CXO of the Teach Better team. So excited to be here for you, Josh.
Awesome. And before we, I'm gonna make Josh wait because I want to say hi to like Megan's here, no, Minnie's here, Carly's here, Holly's here, Megan's here, Holly's there, Heather's there, Nikki's here, Brad's there. There's too many names, Josh. People are pumped up to be here. So, Josh, if anybody's here for some other reason and it's not you, and maybe they don't know you, can you do a quick someone might have just popped in because they really like Katie, and they're like, well, Katie's live, I'm going live, right? So you've already got this. They'll probably like you because you know Katie, but do a quick intro of yourself too, brother.
Of course. Well, thank you for that. I don't know how to follow. Good night. So I'm Joshua Stamper. I'm an assistant principal in the North Texas area. I also, like you alluded to, have the Aspire podcast that I also do weekly. And then I'm now a author of Aspire to Lead. But the main thing is I am the podcast network manager for the Teach Better team.
I love it. Josh, can I just say that I'm so happy that I pulled out a tie for you today, and tonight you went to great lengths to pull out a T-shirt for me. And I just the love. I
had to represent.
If you're gonna do, you rocking it with the logo. I'm loving it. So we're here to celebrate your book, the release of your book, which came out today, right? So now it's available everywhere. I can go to Amazon, everywhere I want to go. Is the best place Amazon? Should I go to your website? Should I go to EduMatch site? Can I go anywhere?
You can't go everywhere and anywhere, but you can go to Amazon, Barnes & Noble, or edumatch.com.
Awesome. And so give us a quick, we're going to get into the book more, but just like, because we've mentioned the book, but we haven't actually said the title yet. Can you give us the title, subtitle? And
I was very mindful in my introduction of saying the title, Aspire to Lead. And so I actually got my copy midday today.
Do you have
delivered to my door.
Yes.
It doesn't have that like silly little, can't sell.
Get that up to the camera. Let's see that cover.
Woo!
So I got to design the cover. So I'm proud of that piece too. So I know Brad said I do all the things. So also not only an author, but graphic designer. So,
let's see the back. Let's see the back, full tour.
Oh, goodness. All right, here we go.
Who do you got on there? Can you tell us some of the names that are on the back there?
Yeah, CJ Reynolds. I got LaVonna Roth. and George Valsuena. I got also Tom Murray. I got so many amazing educators in the inside also to give endorsements. So I'm just super proud of not only that, but then the contributing authors that are inside. I got 12 amazing educational leaders from all walks of life. So yeah, super excited.
11 amazing one.
I was trying to give you the benefit of the doubt, Jeff.
Which I appreciate. And I know you were just live the hour before this with your EduMatch family, which is your publisher EduMatch group. So we love that our EduMatch family over there. They're awesome. You were live there. And Todd Neslony joined you. Yes. Todd wrote the foreword to the book, correct?
He did. And I had to pay him money to come on the live with me to say all these wonderful things about our friendship and how he got to write the foreword. No, he's an amazing guy, and it's just an honor to be his friend and to, bounce things off of him. And he was a huge part of not only the podcast, but the book. So super fun to be on with him.
I want to get in because I want you to share the story of the whole forward thing with him because I really enjoyed that. But before we do that, the reason we're here is to share a toast.
I need to switch my drink.
If you are with us and you have some, I don't care what you have, if it looks fancy like this or if it's
not fancy,
a bottle of water, a can of, what do you have?
This is actually hard kombucha. I'm pulling out all the stops for y'all tonight.
All right. Yeah. We're going to do a cheers here. So we're going to do just a nice, cheers up to the screen. To you, my friend. Congratulations. We're here to celebrate you. And Josh, you have had such an impact on so many people, and you are such an amazing part of our team family. And there was a bunch of other people that wanted to be on screen, but there's only so many people. So we have a little something for you that the rest of the team wanted us to put together to share with you. So Ray, let's go ahead and click that one.
Cheers, Josh. Congratulations.
Oh my goodness, Josh. It is finally here. You have been talking about this book release for a month. Congratulations, buddy. Cheers.
Congrats, Josh.
Congratulations, Josh.
Congratulations on the book, Josh. Hey, Josh. I loved your book, and I'm so proud of you. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Josh. So proud of you.
Hi, Josh. Cheers to you. Congratulations.
Joshua Stamper. Mr. Stamper, my man, my friend, my buddy. I am so excited for you, man. So pumped, so fired up. If I had a beer or a bushwhacker, I'd be toasting you, but for now, water it is, man. Congrats. I am so excited. Can't wait to see people all across this country toasting you.
Congratulations, Josh.
Hey, Josh. I broke out the good china for you. Cheers. Congratulations on the new book.
You are so amazing. So congrats.
Josh, we're so proud of you. So excited for you. This is to you, man. Congratulations on your new book. Enjoy it. Cheers to you.
Congrats, Josh. You're amazing. We're so proud of you.
Hey, Josh. Congrats, man. Awesome accomplishment. Wishing you nothing but success and just here to cheer you on, man. Congratulations.
Congrats, Josh. Cheers.
Congratulations, Josh, on your book launch. I am so excited for you. All of us on the Teach Better team know just how amazing you are, and now the whole rest of the world gets to know the same. Cheers.
Congratulations on your book, Josh. Cheers.
All right, Ray, here's some payback for all the hours and hours that I've had to listen to you. The power is now with this guy right here. Just kidding. All right, here we go.
Wow.
Man.
Wow. Thank you all. And Jeff, don't be acting like you're going to drink for me. You had that drink already queued up, ready to go. I know how you work.
Look, I just can't get over Chris's mustache. Like, nothing else really. Like, if that isn't enough celebration for your book, I don't know what is.
And the Starbucks. I mean, he comes in the right way with the mustache and the Starbucks. Wow.
And Carrie finishing it with the DQ. I mean, I love it. I love it.
I actually just want on note that last tail end of the blooper of Chris was for me because I just needed to embarrass Chris Madsen. That was my goal.
Well, if people don't know, like Chris was editing hours and hours and hours of our podcast. Josh knows what that is all about.
Yes.
So that's just Chris. I love it. That was awesome. So
Wasn't it so cool to see everyone's face? I love having our team, and especially people who don't get to be seen on camera, right?
Yeah.
Our editing team was on there and everything else. Josh, it was so fun to secretly have that project going for you.
Thank you so much. What a great gift. That's fantastic.
Where's your head at right now, Josh? What are you thinking? What are you feeling right now? I love that, because it's been a whole day of celebrating you. Now we're here. It's getting a little bit into the evening. Where's your head at?
I need a nap. No, it's amazing. I just didn't know what the response would be, and to feel all the love, not only from the team, but from social media. And then also, I don't know if you saw, but my staff did a surprise party yesterday after school. I thought I missed a meeting, and then suddenly people were jumping out saying surprise. They had a big cake with the cover of my book on the cake, and then my family came out of nowhere. So yeah, it's just a lot of emotion right now. Obviously, there's a lot of hard work that went into this. And Ray, I think you said it in your cheers, right? We've been talking about this book for so long, and it's finally here. So it's a little bit of relief, a lot of joy, and just appreciation for everyone that's been along for the journey.
Well, we still have lots of time. We're not letting you go just yet. We want to dive into the book and learn more about the book. So we want to get into some questions, and we're just going to we're celebrating. No, celebration doesn't stop, but we're going to dive into Josh's brain a little bit and figure out what this book is all about.
It's a scary thought.
Can I jump in and go first? Is that okay?
Dave, do it, man. You got it.
I've been sitting here patiently, but Josh, I'm so intrigued by your book. The way that you develop the characters, Scout and Atticus, and the conflict between them is just so powerful. I'm just kidding.
Wrong book, Dave.
Sorry, my bad. Do you mind though unpacking this a little bit for people that don't know what the book is about? Aspire to lead. We know Joshua Stamper. We know what you're about, but the magic is inside the covers of the book. So what's this book all about?
Yeah, I wanted to hit some main principles. I think a lot of books have a linear way of thinking within the book, or maybe a cycle, but I wanted to make sure that, yes, Aspire is an acronym, but it's not things that you need to do step 1, step 2, step 3. And so I do have a linear story, right, of me as far as being an art teacher and getting tapped on the shoulder by an administrator saying, hey, have you thought about becoming a principal someday? And from there, just really trying to be transparent about my journey. So I really wanted to highlight not just the amazing things I've done in my career, but no, I've had failure. I've had some missteps. I've had some trials and tribulations as it has gone through. And so the Aspire acronym were just, like I said, some principles that I thought were really things that every leader, and let me preface, every educator is a leader. And I do preface that in the book, because it doesn't matter where you are in education, you're affecting someone's life. And so the acronym is to activate, support, persevere, identify, reflect, and execute. And those are the main principles within that Aspire model. And then in addition, part 2 is really some characteristics. So empathy, creativity, and passion, and just kind of honing on that. So the chapter of empathy is really talking about restorative practices and trauma-informed strategies, and my journey and my wife's journey of being foster parents and how that affected me as an administrator. The passion piece of everyone needs passion projects and to be fueled by something so that they can come and be their best self every single day. And then the creativity of, we bring in a lot of knowledge and we talk to our students all the time, but where's the creation piece? As educators, how do we create on the campus? What is the culture to make sure that we're not just doing the same old thing every single day, but having a culture of creativity to then produce something new? And for me as a former art teacher, that was something I love to do with my students, but I think that's something that can be campus-wide.
I love it. One of the things I love about you is your ability to not just be a professional and to be a leader by title, but to be a person who leads by example day in and day out. And I know that that's the voice that's evident throughout this book, man. I just can't wait for people to get their hands on it and really get to know your story a little bit better, get to know you, and then just amplify their own careers forward. Man, I'm so excited for this. So excited.
Thank you, Dave.
Absolutely.
Josh, I want to ask a little bit about, I'm going to ask two questions. So one, I want to talk about, because I was really, really honored and fortunate enough and somehow tricked you into thinking that I was a good person to contribute to your book.
You are.
So
a good
I got
person.
to share some of my story, whatever value that I think could come to aspiring leaders. We had a bunch of other voices, so I want to touch on that. But I love to hear this story from authors, which is the journey to get to the book. So from the day where you're like, I think I'm going to write a book, to the day that someone said, yeah, hey, go ahead and write the book, to then all the mess that happens from then to today. Because I'm looking, there's a few authors on screen here who have been through it with different, different publishers and different styles of books, stuff like that. Can you share for everyone watching and listening a little bit of that journey for you? Like, when did you know you wanted to write the book? How did that get started? When did the contract come along and that whole process there? Sure. If you got some funny stories in there, like the one with Todd in the forward, like that's fine too.
Sure. So when I started the podcast, I kind of in the back of my mind thought someday it'd be nice to write a book, right? I didn't tell anyone that, but that was kind of in the back of my mind, because if you don't know, I wasn't a very good student growing up, and I was told a lot of times by my English teachers that I couldn't write. So I had this like misperception of like who I was. Obviously, I had a master's degree, so I was obviously able to write very large pieces of data and whatnot, essays to get my degree. But I kind of had that perception, so that I had to break through. And so Todd was a huge piece of that. I was at a conference with him, and we were presenting together in Austin, Texas. And I pitched the idea to him like, hey, buddy, I got this idea. What do you think? And of course, he was extremely supportive, said, yes, you have to write this book. And I said, hey, Todd, would you write the foreword to it? And he's like, yeah, man. Well, I think it was more of a throwaway comment of like, yeah, I'll do that. Thinking this book will probably never happen. It's just this idea, right? So fast forward multiple years, I was creating the cover to my book, at least a mock-up, and I send it to Todd like, hey, buddy, what do you think? And I was looking for like design elements, like, is this a good design? Would you buy this off the rack, right? And he texted me back saying, so are you asking me to write the foreword to your book? So I had, on the title, forward by Todd Masoni. And so he thought I was asking if he could write the forward. And I'm like, are you kidding? Because I already asked you. So I call him up and he's like, so I'm writing the forward. I'm like, buddy, we talked about this. And I said, granted, it was a couple years ago, but you do remember this conversation, right? So I had to formally ask him then to write the forward to the book, which of course he said yes to. He was very honored. And no, so that was a couple years ago, just the idea of it. Actually, at the Teach Better conference in 2019, I actually was constructing the idea and had written a couple chapters. So I was already thinking about, reaching out to publishers. I was trying to talk to other authors about like, hey, what's the process with that? Jeff Gargas, Ray Heward were huge pieces to that of like, how does this process even work? Who should I talk to? I wrote half the book within a couple of months. And then personally, I actually was not having a lot of inspiration. So I was like, am I going to write a whole book, pitch it, and then no one picks it up? Is this really worth my time? And so what I did was I wrote half the book, and then that's when I started pitching. So I started pitching the book to multiple publishers. Sarah Thomas from day one was like, yes, I believe in this project. I want you to be with EduMatch. And it was a no-brainer. I mean, we were simpatico as far as the vision of the book. She gave me complete autonomy, obviously, because I created the cover of the book. I mean, everything that I wanted to do, it was a yes. And she really, I felt like, embraced every idea and just kind of got out of the way and let me move with my vision. So from signing the contract till now, it's been just a little over a year. There's a lot of behind the scenes of like, once the book is done, you're not really done, right? So there's a focus group of educators. One of our Teach Better teammates, Livia Chan, was one of those folks. She was brilliant in her reflection. I have, the Aspire Boxer group. There were so many on there that were helpful of giving me some really good feedback. Then I went back to the drawing board a little bit, right? Made some tweaks, and then I gave it back to Sarah. That's when, we started working with formatting and working on the book cover. And yeah, man, it's a long process. I didn't realize just all of the steps that were involved, but now going through it, it totally makes sense. So
yeah, and so I don't mean to be keep hogging time, but
no. Yeah, I think that But
I think Ray's going to beat you up
Can
soon,
jump in.
though.
Anybody can interrupt me. That's fine.
Jeff should be muted because here's my question. First off, I know that Katie is thinking of a question, but more importantly, can we really quick? I feel like this is a Zoom call. Can you cheers the person next? Like Dave, cheers me. Do it.
Where you at, Josh? You gotta go both sides.
Oh, my bad. I'm going to go both sides. My bad.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Ray, this is I'm gonna just pour a little down to you. Okay, great.
I think this is great.
Now his computer's short-circuiting as we speak.
Yeah, great community.
I have another question I want to ask, but Katie, I want you to ask if something's on your mind that you want to go. I don't want to hog all the time. That's
He
all
is
I'm
ready
saying.
to jump in.
Very sought after man here on screen. I don't want to.
Yes. Thank you. Take a second, buddy. Josh, I am just dying to know because you have brought up a few people's names. You've referenced like that guy way over there, but like, who are some of the people that are part of your book? Like, what are some of the voices that someone would kind of be able to experience if they picked it up?
Oh, sure. Well, obviously, I already talked about Todd and Stoney, right? You did the forward. From there, I have my mentor, who's an amazing leader. I wish I was still working with her, Sanjay Pegram. She's fantastic. I've had her on the podcast, but she was the one that wrote the contribution for the mentorship piece. And so she talks about me being a office rat, which is actually a term of endearment. It doesn't sound very good, but she talks about how I practically broke down the door to get experience as an aspiring leader. So I love that she's in there. Sarah Johnson is in there. Obviously, I talked about Sarah Thomas, Allison Absey, our good friends, right? I know I'm missing a bunch of people, but Alicia Ray, Jeff Gargis. I mean, yeah. So there's a lot of like fantastic, and like I said, it's not just admin, right? And that was my big push. Was like I wanted two things. I wanted people that were at different stages of their career, and then second of all, I wanted people that had a huge impact in my life. Evan Robb is another one, right? He's in the Activate piece. He's a mentor to me still to this day. Like he is just an amazing man, and has fed into me not only as an administrator but as a person. And those were the contributions I wanted in the book that resonate with folks. So those were the two aspects.
Well, Josh, I think this comment kind of speaks volumes to kind of what you wanted in your book and kind of what you've spoken to is, it doesn't have to be a person that has that admin title. It can be someone who just wants to be a leader within their building. And I think that's awesome that, you're able to get perspective from such a variety of people to kind of help fit that vision. So super cool. I'm so happy for you, Josh.
Thanks.
So happy. I alday was in such a good mood. And I was like, I don't know why. I'm just so excited for him. So
Thank you so much, Katie.
Yeah. Okay, Jeff.
Did she take your question? I have to know. You're just going to keep drinking?
I'm just going to drink.
I really believe in a cheers. I believe that nothing is officially celebrated until
we've cheersed a couple times.
I know.
Can you only do it once?
No,
We're gonna do it like 50 times.
I'm concerned that Ray has had too much, and she's forgetting that we cheers. And if we cheers again, she's going to keep going. It's going to be dangerous.
Is it not okay to cheers multiple times? Okay, I have a weird question, and I apologize. It's late. You guys know I get up early for Daily Drop-In. I'm practically asleep right now. Dave, I'm going to need you to help me out with this one because I have a very, very specific question that is getting to the heart and the core of this book that I know you as an author of 12 books, you would understand this question.
Okay.
So Josh, I need you to tell me where you wrote this book primarily. And when I say that, I mean, Teachers Deserve It was 99% written in an uncomfortable seat at an airport. That's where the book was written. Dave, you've written 95 books. I know you have a seat or a location where you
He's on the beach
to write, right?
Yeah, normally it's one-handed. Cocktail in one hand. Yeah.
So Josh, can you really break down? We're gonna read this book. We're all buying it on Amazon, aka I already did. It's late. Clearly we did that earlier. But where was the book written? Give us the inside scoop.
Well, like Brad said, I do all things, right? So I don't have much time. So I woke up early. So I get up at 5 a.m. I come straight to my computer. I'd write for about 30 minutes to an hour, depending on the morning. Right here, inspired by the sports memorabilia from Minnesota to, get the words out. So no, honestly, it was from this computer in my office, to shut the doors in the morning, and it was peaceful. It was quiet. My 5 kids weren't up yet. So, I had an ability to put my thoughts in where it was. It was before the day, so I felt crisp. I didn't have the weight of the world on my shoulders yet, from the job and from being a parent. So sometimes it was at night too, when the kids went to bed, but most times when I got the most writing done was in the mornings in my office.
Okay, so Josh, I'm sorry. I have to ask this because this is related to getting up at 5 because that's what I prefer to work too. But was there any time that you were running late to work because you're like, I have to get this thought, I have to get this idea? That's a real question, right?
That is a
It's
real
good
question.
Legit question.
I was pretty consistent about what time I was leaving. I mean, it was just like, oh crap, I need to go faster to get ready to get out the door. So no, I don't feel like I was late, but yeah, there were certain times where I was feeling it and I got to get this thought out. That happened. Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Katie, if you read the last 3 to 4 sentences on page 35, you'll see it was right. So
it's just dot, dot, dot.
That was that day. Yeah, it was just dot, dot, dot.
But isn't that the cool part of reading a book, and especially when you're reading a book that the author, getting the inside scoop to a text that, Josh, this is going to be in people's offices and people's classrooms and people's bookshelves forever. I mean, holy cow, you are not only impacting future leaders, which you have done for years already in so many different modalities, but now this is going to live in teachers' lives forever. And it's kind of cool to know that you wrote it at 5 a.m. from a backdrop we see all the time. It's creepy, but it's cool,
This is where all the brain power happens. No, but now you say that, now I'm all freaked out because I didn't really think about it until you said that, right? No, I'm joking.
But Josh, I want to take that a step further because you alluded to some of this. I mean, you said 5 kids, waking up before the sun comes up. You're a practicing administrator right now, truly doing all the things, got a podcast, in charge of a podcast network. You do all things. Writing a book is on a bucket list for a lot of people, but a lot of people say, but I just can't find the time. Now, in your world with 5 kids, some people might be thinking, okay, well, maybe his 5 kids are all totally independent. They're all out doing their own thing, and they just leave him alone, and he can just unpack your world for people real quick, just so they can understand what a day in the life of Joshua Stamper is.
Dave, he also has 95 wives and 55 maids, and they really help him work his whole world. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, my wife is a superhero, and she acts she does what 99 people can do, but
well played, sir.
Cheers to her, actually. I dedicated the book to my wife. So cheers to her. You want to join me? She peeked out.
Yes, Leslie, get in there.
You can't.
First time ever on one of our live streams.
Cheers to my wonderful wife.
She can't hear us though, can she?
She can't hear you, but do you want to hear? What do you want?
Look at this. This is exclusive.
You're really the superhero. We just want you to know.
She's real. She's right here. Yes.
Can we ask her a question?
Please.
Similar to Dave's question, I'm going to tell Dave that I hope this is okay. Leslie, from your standpoint, this was we were just talking about how there's so much that goes into writing the book, and you guys have so much going on with your family and your jobs and everything like that. That this took a lot of time and dedication and effort, and that doesn't happen without the teamwork, the partnership that you guys have. How are you feeling today around the celebration, and how proud are you of this guy?
I'm one part exhausted, one part keep on crying throughout the day, and one part I'm still just in awe at what he created. I posted that, I've read this book cover to cover multiple times, and I didn't even realize when he was writing it just how vulnerable he was going to be with his own journey. And also just I know he's a creative guy. I've watched his growth and progress over the last 20 years, but to see him put a model together that I could even see applying to my work environment in the hospital. And I think it has so much more application beyond just the scope of education. I really am just so proud. Yeah.
Can we? All right, Ray. We're going to cheers to her again.
I know.
Multiple cheers. Multiple
a little
cheers.
bit right now.
Yeah, I'm not crying, Dave. You're crying.
You can't be the chairman of the fan club anymore. I think Leslie just took that from
Wow. I know I'm the president of her fan club right now.
You should be. You should be.
Wow.
Yes. But I'll fight you for that one too.
Okay.
So cool. So cool.
We still have them both. Oh, she's leaving. Okay, we're gonna go. That was a special moment right there.
That was awesome.
That was awesome. That was great.
Well, she heard wife and Leslie. I think she just came over real quick to see what was going on. So
that's her first time ever live with us, and she was.
I know she's now official.
Listen, if you're watching, that was not a canned answer. That was not prep. That was just her speaking her truth right there, which is just awesome. Which is why Dave and I are backing away from the camera a little bit.
You definitely didn't answer the question fully. We got her perspective, but still, we have to know kind of what is your life like as a dad, husband, all the things.
I try to be extremely intentional about my time, and I've spoken on that fact here with the Teach Better team and on other lives, but it's hard, honestly. I mean, we all know that, right? With families and other things that are going on. I've been an admin already. I talked about this behind the scenes with you all. Is my schedule is insane right now. With the admin on duty and just the way the TikTok challenges and all the what is going on in the world right now, right? It's not an easy job. And then, I love working with the team. I love my Aspire podcast. I love being a dad and I love being a husband. And so those things I'm extremely intentional about dedicating my time to because I find that it's important. Same with the book. I'm extremely passionate about helping aspiring leaders. And so it was something that I knew I had to dedicate time. So sleep be damned, right? I'm going to get up, I'm going to write because I want this message out. And it's something I believe in so heavily. And so I never doubted that I would finish the book. I knew I would get it done and it was going to be something. And as soon as I signed that contract with EduMatch, I knew that was the final piece for me to go in on that second half of the book. And if I had to wake up early, great. If I had to stay up late, whatever needed to be done, make sure it happens. Now, I'm going to be vulnerable right now. Was I the best dad and husband during that time? There were days, no. I did have to close my doors and step away, and I was unbalanced during that time. So, when Leslie's talking about, she's relieved, that's one less thing on my plate that now I can go and dedicate to be, the father and the husband I need to be.
Mm. And I think Dave, correct me if I'm wrong, I think Dave was kind of leading us to, in the way that awesome moment where Leslie came in, to that the idea that someone who's watching and listening right now, and maybe it's on their bucket list and they're thinking, I don't have the time, I can't do it. I hope what you pulled away from Josh right there is that if it's something you really want to go, you just have to commit to it. You have to found the time, getting up early, staying up late potentially. And if you have that team at home, working with them to help them understand why it's a passion and why you want to go after it. I think that's a key piece of that to write in there. So.
Can we talk about this comment? Becky,
yes.
I was in a meeting with her 4 hours ago. This is exactly how I feel. Josh, I know that I'm speaking for all of us, so I apologize for that, but this is the best thing that has happened in so long. I'm so just honored that you allowed us as a Teach Better community to come together and celebrate you. You could have released this book and been like, hey guys, go check it out. Here's the Amazon link. It is so stinking cool to be live with you and celebrate this huge accomplishment. And the fact that you're taking the time to get the family together, I just think that's fabulous. I so admire the work you do. I'm so excited for the book, and holy cow, so appreciative that you let us all celebrate with you, because you could be out doing 1,000 things right now, and instead you're choosing to be live with our incredible Teach Better family. I love it.
I love my Teach Better family. So it's an honor to be with you all, seriously, and to work with each of you, and the video, the many members of the team, you all are inspiring every day. So you guys fill my cup. And so I feel like the book is just a piece of Teach Better, because, without the fuel from the family, this would never happen. So thank you so much.
Katie, I think they both did it again. I think it's another cheers. Is that's what he said? Fill my cup too. It was perfect.
Yeah, there we go.
Good.
Hey, can I shout out Lainey too? Because she endorsed the book. She put the first 5-star review on Amazon. She has been one of my biggest cheerleaders. So thank you. Lainey, you are the best.
Nice. Thank you, Lainey. That's awesome. I had something in my head and I just lost it because I wanted to cheer. I was so excited.
That's fine. I'm going to jump in then.
Yes, thank you, Dave.
You keep thinking, Jeff. So, Josh, I know I say this to you. I swear I say it every single time we're talking, how much I just absolutely admire you as a man and a person. But I've got to say it again. You know, as a guy who is out there doing all the things, and you already have a platform. You've got an audience. You have people that listen to you, but yet you sacrificed for the last year plus to try to carve out another niche, to try to capture another audience, to make sure that this message got to people that weren't able to access it in other ways, man. I just, your willingness to sacrifice for other people is so honorable. You do it day in and day out throughout your life. And even right now, I know you're missing putting kids to bed. You're missing family time right now, just to hang out with us and feed us. And I appreciate that so much. And I'm not trying to be a hype man for you in any way, shape, or form, but I hope that people buy this book because of you, because it is you that I am sold on. The message is amazing. Your words are incredible, but you are the power behind it all. And I hope that you recognize that. And I hope that you just embrace it. And I hope that you pat yourself on the back quite a bit for these next couple of days too, man, because you are a rock star. I would say country star. I know that'd be an insult to you.
That would be an insult, yes.
That is a huge compliment. You are an absolute rock star. And
well, I'll speak on that real quick, if you don't mind, because I was the underdog. And I talk about that in my story, right? Before I even talk about the Aspire model, I talk about my journey as a student, and that's why I went into education. My art teacher was the voice that said, you are better than what you're putting out. And I expect, but I also believe in you, and built that relationship with me so I could raise to that next level. And I wanted to be that same art teacher for kids, right? Coaches spoke into my life to get me to where I am today. And without those coaches' voices, I would probably not have graduated high school, straight up. So I wanted to be a coach, and I was, because I wanted to do the exact same thing, right? When I started the leadership group for aspiring leaders with 5 amazing other assistant principals in my last district, I can't tell you how many people said, I don't have a mentor on my campus to help me get to the next level that I wanted. And I didn't want them to have that. I had an amazing mentor, Sandra Pegram. I've already spoken about that, right? I've had other people in my life that have fed into me. And I don't want people to not have the opportunity to have wisdom spoken in their life. So if they don't have someone on the campus, hopefully they can turn to the podcast, or hopefully they can turn to the book to at least get some insight, some inspiration, some wisdom, so that way they can get to that next level.
So good. I know that you're coming live with us for a daily drop-in later this week to kind of dive into a lot of the content that you've been able to share, Josh. I mean, I just feel like you are constantly just trying to share and share and share and share. If there was one hope, one aspiration, one dream that you had for when somebody picks up this book, reads it cover to cover, takes all the challenges, all these pieces, what do you hope they walk away with? Like, what's to the core, like the end goal?
Well, I'm going to share, and hopefully he's fine with this, but I had a great conversation with CJ Reynolds the other day. He texted and was like, hey, dude, when you're done, give me a call. And if you know CJ, he literally said, hey, dude, give me a call, right? So I called him up on my way home, and I didn't know what he was going to talk about, but he was like, I know that you're an administrator. I know that you made it, and that's where you are. But when I read your book, I was like, man, is he actually going to get the position? And I hope when people are reading it, if they are hopeless, I hope it provides hope, right? If they're uninspired, I hope that it provides some inspiration. If they're in doubt about who they are and they don't see their strengths, I'm hoping that they can see the trials and tribulations that I had to go through and at least say, okay, well, maybe I can do X, Y, and Z to then get the experience I needed. Or, maybe, because I have practical steps in here too, as far as like how to interview and how to write a resume. Like Jill Seiler's on there. She's a contributing author. She does a magnificent job about executing in an interview setting. I mean, there's a lot of things that are guiding principles in here that I hope, that person that's down is able to read and then pick themselves up to persevere through whatever they're going through.
Jeff just wants to cheers all his time.
Jeff,
we've created a monster, is what you're saying.
I got multiple drinks.
What do you say after that? Like, just that's the commercial.
I feel like maybe since not everybody maybe could cheers us, but they could throw some green hearts in.
Oh, I love a good green heart. Like, what do we call it? A shower of green hearts. Everyone listening, a shower.
That Katie Miglin, she's just right. She's on it. So yeah, let's see some green hearts for Josh. I want to see that. That'd be awesome.
I love it.
Can we go back to the write-in process? Is that okay? Can we do that?
You're going backwards. We've been live for 40 minutes. We're going backwards. Dave, can you help? What's going on?
Listen,
before we get to the writing process, Josh, I'm just looking at your stuff on Amazon right now. Dude, this book is selling like crazy. I just want to compliment you right now. So kudos to you, man. It is blowing up. So yeah. All right, Jeff, go ahead. Writing process. Sorry.
I don't know the rules, but I'm pretty sure that calls for another toast. I don't know. Is that a thing?
Hey, more than drink. I'm
almost out.
You should have brought the bottle, Ray. Should have brought the bottle. No, we still got him. We blocked off 60 minutes. I'm not leaving 90 minutes early. I'm getting in this dude's head and for look at the green hearts coming in.
I love it.
It's 12-hour live. Ray's gonna have nightmares of green hearts again for the next 3 days. You mentioned a few different stories of the writing process. You mentioned having a moment where you had some lack of inspiration to go find it again, and you talk through how you had to commit the time and go through that. But I'm just curious, like in the writing process itself, it's just like a reverse of like, hey, what was your favorite chapter? Whatever. This is like the other end of like, what was the chapter that like pulled the most from you? And maybe you're very vulnerable in a book. So was there a chapter that's not always easy to do because when you're writing that and you put it on paper and then you realize I just said all this, I just shared all this, I just exposed myself, all of this stuff that I don't show other people, and I'm going to put this out to everyone. Was there moments in the book and the writing process where you were like, wow, like, am I too vulnerable? Am I okay? Am I worried about how this is going to come across? Like how the emotions of the book, if you don't mind, just got to know how much went into this.
I don't think I ever felt too vulnerable. I mean, you all know, like, if you ask me pretty much anything, I'm going to tell you. I'm pretty open about who I am as a person. So
what is your middle name?
Michael.
Sorry, go ahead.
Joshua Michael Stamper. And if I hear that, I know right away my mama's ready to reprimand me. So if you're watching, Mama, I also got a little tribute in the back of the book for you, too. So, no, I think probably toward the end of the Aspire model was, trying to clean up. Like I had stories, right, that I could attach to each chapter that I felt real confident about. The transparency piece, like that was easy for me to write out. I remember vividly, like every single time, these were like pretty monumental things that happened in my journey. So that was easy to recall. I think just cleaning it up, right? Like, the action steps at the end, how to end the chapter to like give the most value. Because I don't know about you all, but like when I read a book, I don't want it to be 300 pages or 400 pages of like text, right? I want to like have it be more of a story model. I want some points of interest of like how I can use this in my life. So I probably use myself as like a model reader of like, this is what I would want to read. So hopefully that resonates with other people, but like I didn't want it to be too lengthy. So I was trying to find that balance of like giving enough value, right? Giving some inspiration, but not having the chapters too long.
Interesting. I
hope that answered your question, Jeff.
It answered enough, man.
Okay.
I have a question that's maybe not book related, but I feel like Josh, you should know awkwardly, I will admit on camera late at night that like I like stalked you for a good part of my career before we met. And you knew this already. Like when I met you, I like had a moment. It was embarrassing. And I love
it was a fond moment, right?
It was one of my most embarrassing moments in my life, and it was great. But you should know, Josh, like your voice has guided me through so many moments of my life. And I'm so thrilled that people now get to read the book and continue to have that guidance as well. I recently received a text message. I won't call them out on camera here, where they didn't know how to post green hearts to celebrate your celebration. Could you go through the steps that an educator could choose to take to post green hearts in the comments? I think that process might be really helpful for people that are looking to post green hearts.
We need to call this person out.
Is this in the book?
No,
this should be in the book. If not, like somewhere in the back, like somewhere, something.
They don't know how to access emojis.
You
So it's
open
emoji.
emojis. That's the first step, right? Open emojis.
Yeah.
And then you have to search hearts. There's a lot of colors, right?
No.
So they're on their desktop, I'm assuming.
If you're on your desktop, just go to someone else's comment and copy them.
Is this Katie? Is Katie the one that texted?
I feel like it's
I'm gonna
Katie.
do this.
Like there was a
And
little bit of a
here's the
reaction there. I think you're onto something, Josh. Josh is a very smart man. I think he figured this out.
Here's the thing. No, I am not the person who texted her tonight, because during one of my first things, I copied and pasted from somebody else. So no, that was so like me 9 months ago.
Oh.
But you can't just, if you're on your desktop, you can just copy and paste it. I mean, you can also use your emoji, but yeah.
But that's great.
Yeah.
If you're on your phone, you can search like
Yep.
green heart or heart and pick the green one. But if you're on the desktop, you copy and paste. That's perfect.
Yeah.
I'm so glad we were able to provide that value here on
I
the live.
cannot wait to hear who this was so that we can all laugh at them later.
I will never. This is a secret that I will take to my grave.
Ray, where I thought you were going to go with that is you were talking about how people that really know you and how you love Josh's voice. I thought you were going to say that you like a good audio book and you're wondering if Josh is going to read his book to you.
I would love for Josh.
That
to
is a
read
good
the book.
question.
We need to talk
Josh-
to Sarah about that. Sarah Thomas, we need to get on the phone. We need maybe do an audio book.
Make it happen,
Is there a
Sarah.
book study coming? When's that happening?
Ooh.
Just saying.
Maybe.
We'll just leave that there. We'll just leave that there.
I feel like it's kind of happening right now.
There is a little bit going on right now. You're right. Yeah.
In a little prequel.
Yeah.
I was just thinking, I'm like, I don't know a better way to wrap up celebrating Josh's book than our tutorial on how to post green hearts. Like that's we should just talk with this.
Okay, you know that people are wondering if one person asks, you know that there's at least a few.
That's the teacher in you saying that.
But it's true, right? When a student asks a question, you know there's probably 12 other kids that are like, oh yeah, I need, please, that'd be great.
Yeah, but sometimes don't you have that one student where you're like, nope, it's only that one.
Yeah, that's the kid that they ask a question, every other kid goes, ugh.
Yeah.
Okay, we are a community-focused group. Okay, we want to celebrate Josh. We want everyone to feel included. Why not go through directions before we go
Green
live?
hearts are very
True
important to this
confession.
community.
True confession, I didn't realize I could just cut and paste hearts from desktop. So I wasn't the person, but you helped me as well. So thank you.
Hey, can I
Josh,
shout out Wendy Jones here? I see her in the comments. I work with her. She's an amazing IC at my school. So thank you, Wendy.
Love it.
Awesome, Wendy. Wendy, can you do green hearts in the comments? Let's see some green hearts and Wendy's.
Feel
Wendy.
free to copy and paste, Wendy.
Yeah, you can copy and paste. We just educated Dr. Dave Schmidt on how to do that. Doctor of Education, just so you know, not necessarily of emojis, I guess. I don't know what doctor would get me to be able to know that, right? I don't know. So, I wanted to share something earlier, Josh. Just when Dave was telling you, when Dave was going through that, tearing me up on his what he thinks of you. I want you to know, Josh, that every time you guys talk, Dave says all of that to me again. Like he just hey, and he'll just share with me like, this is how freaking amazing Joshua Stamper is, and I just want to make sure you remember that because I just happened to talk to him.
He goes both ways. I got to see him over the summer, and definitely highlight of my summer.
Right after
on the beach. I mean, I'm just saying.
He got the double bushwhacker honest call too. So like all the truth came out too.
Wow.
Is that what that is, Dave? I like that. The double bushwhacker honest call. That was my favorite. Oh, Josh, I just hope that you're realizing from all this how just absolutely thrilled we are and excited we are for you and proud of you. And excited for that this is just like the first day of now people going out and buy the book. In a few days, you're going to start seeing the pictures of people getting your book and highlighting sections of the book and sharing out quotes, and it's going to go and go and go. And we're just, like Ray said earlier, I think Ray said it really, really well, of just how honored we are to be able to go on the journey and the ride with you and have you a part of the team. So, Ray, I'm gonna do it again. I think it's just cheers to you, Josh. I mean,
One last cheers. Last
One
one.
last
'Cause I'm
cheers.
almost out.
And for anyone that does buy the book, and if you share it on social media, of course, I'll share that out too with the pictures of inside the book with you. Like if you're holding the book, I'll blast it out on social media. Yes, sir.
I have a question. Josh, I heard a rumor, AKA I got a text message, but I heard a rumor that there's like magical stickers. If they share a picture of them with the book and a toast,
yes,
they get a sticker. Like, let's make this legit. Like, if they share a selfie, it's great, but a selfie with a toast, I think that's sticker worthy. I'm just saying.
Oh, most definitely. If you do that and you DM me your address, stickers are coming your way. I promise you that.
There you go. You have it. And this handle is right there. That is _.
_ Stamper. And then can I also say that there might be some swag on the store?
Oh yeah. Like, is that up? Is it up and ready to roll?
Yeah. Yeah. There's
go, please.
All right.
Yeah.
So I have some Aspire to Lead swag now on the Teach Better /swag website, and it is available. So if you are looking for some additional items in addition to your Aspire to Lead book, we got some stuff for you. So definitely head over there.
I already have some coming my way.
I do too. I do too.
Ray, can we? I know we have like our typical videos that we go out with. Can we go out with the toast video? Like, is that allowed?
It's a cute video, right?
I think it's a great way to go out, don't you? Everybody
yes,
agree?
Only because I'm sitting in the background. I just want you to know as this video plays. I watched it, Josh, about like 75 and a half times. And every time it plays, I just like am smiling ear to ear because I love seeing people celebrate you. So, Josh, we're going to conclude this live, but holy cow, we love you. We're so proud of you. And I'm so thrilled that everyone was able to be a part of this. So thank you so much, guys. We are going to end with this video. Are we good to go?
We're good to go. Congrats, brother.
All right, bye, family. Thank you for being here to celebrate with us.
Thank you all.
Cheers, Josh. Congratulations.
Oh my goodness, Josh. It is finally here. You have been talking about this book release for months. Congratulations, buddy. Cheers.
Congrats, Josh. Congratulations, Josh. Congratulations on the book, Josh. Hey, Josh, I loved your book, and I'm so proud of you. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Josh. So proud of you.
Hi, Josh. Cheers to you. Congratulations.
Joshua Stamper. Mr. Stamper, my man, my friend, my buddy. I am so excited for you, man. So pumped, so fired up. If I had a beer or a bushwhacker, I'd be toasting you, but for now, water it is, man. Congrats. I am so excited. Can't wait to see people all across this country toasting you.
Congratulations, Josh.
Hey, Josh, I broke out the good china for you. Cheers. Congratulations on the new book.
You are so amazing. So congrats.
Josh, we're so proud of you. So excited for you. This is to you, man. Congratulations on your new book. Enjoy it. Cheers to you.
Congrats, Josh. You're amazing. We're so proud of you.
Hey, Josh, congrats, man. Awesome accomplishment. Wishing you nothing but success and just here to cheer you on, man. Congratulations.
Congrats, Josh. Cheers.
Congratulations, Josh, on your book launch. I am so excited for you. All of us on the Teach Better team know just how amazing you are, and now the whole rest of the world gets to know the same. Cheers.
Congratulations on your book, Josh. Cheers.